Hey guys, welcome to BP, the Bible Perspective. Alan West has tested positive for COVID-19. Now I'm baffled by his wisdom. He refused to take the vaccine and to wear a mask, these procedures that could have prevented him from contracting COVID-19. And yet now that he's contracted COVID-19, he's taking all the drugs to cure him of the very disease he could have prevented himself from contracting. This is foolery. Before we get into it, please like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, if you have a thought or comment, add it to the comment section below. All comments are welcome. My question to Alan West is, will he die as a fool dies? Now, this was a quote that David made about Abner, a former general. But the statement is true. Will he die as a fool dies? When we see these people who are Trump supporters, Republicans, conservatives, who for no other reason, in my opinion, that they are opposing vaccines and wearing masks simply because their opposition pushed for it. But when they contract the disease themselves, like Trump, remember Trump was rushed to the hospital with in the helicopter, right? I think it's Air Force One. I believe every time he's on any plane he's on, a helicopter, it's Air Force One. But anyway, he was rushed when they could have drove him across, to the hospital, but they flew him when he caught COVID-19. I'm thinking about other Republicans who have contracted COVID-19. People who have attended White House events have caught COVID-19. And then they're in the hospital taking drugs. And in this case, Alan West is taking drugs. In fact, him and his wife both have contracted COVID-19. I believe she's doing better, but he is actually doing much worse. Excuse me, he's doing much worse than people have reported. So he's now on oxygen. He has contracted pneumonia. Now, the great news about COVID-19 in these days, the treatments are better. So there is a prayerful hope there. But the bigger issue is, why contract it in the first place? That's just the lunacy here, that they spend the time. Now, I'm going to even go so far as to say, okay, even if you wanted to not take the vaccine for whatever reason, why are they so anti-mask? And this agenda is purely driven from a political perspective, which is, again, just plain stupid. And now he's taking the drugs to try to cure him from a disease. Why take the drugs? Why go to the hospital? Now he's, fighting for this thing not to get worse. And as COVID-19 does, anyone who has contracted the disease, I'm going to tell you something, anyone who has contracted the disease will tell you, even if they survive, even though it is survivable, you don't want to have it. You don't want to experience it. So why are conservatives fighting so against measures that would prevent the contraction of COVID-19? That's always a question there. And it's just kind of amazing to me that we see the conservative side mostly fight against this and then take the medicine. Not only take the medicine, but it was also reported, and I'm going to say it was just reported because I don't know how true it is, that he was even taking the other drugs, the crazy drugs, hydroxychloroquine and things like that. Now you're trying to save your life. So I'm going to kind of go back to the question here. Will he die as a fool dies? I don't know what conditions he have, but that's the question. Will he die as a fool dies? All right, guys, look, that is my perspective. Love to hear your thoughts. Add them to the comments section below. All comments are welcome. Don't forget to like and share this video and subscribe to BP, the Bible Perspective. And as always, till next time, look, I'll see you then.